Hey, it is Friday and my name is Denise. I'm a stylist for Color Street. I live in Los Angeles and I am just wrecked by what's happened with these fires. I worked on Monday and Tuesday. I drive for Lyft, so I'm a driver girl and I'm out and about all day long. I love my town. I love going around showing people different things. And, you know, one of the things I love the most is going up in the hills and looking at the view. And my besties, my ride or die, you know, have lost everything. And they found temporary housing, so they happen to have their neighbors who also lost everything, are very good friends with a property developer who owns several apartment buildings. And their friend was able to get them into an apartment. It's my bestie and her husband, and then her mom and dad. And hang on. I have a couple of little, they look like they were curled, like with a curling iron, a couple of my brow hairs. Anyway, they were able to get into an apartment. They lived in their homes for decades, literal decades. And the next few weeks and months are completely filled with unknowns. But I'm just glad that they're in a place now, even though it's an apartment instead of a house. At least it's, you know, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And these people all get along. There's no like mother-in-law BS crap at all, ever. They all, you know, of course you need your space, but you know, it's not like they're going to be bickering or anything like that. My friend's mom and dad are the kind of people that would literally give you the shirt off their back. And my friend and her husband are the same. And they're all just really good people. And my heart breaks for them. And I don't know what to say more than that. As for the rest of the city, I haven't really been out much. I came home on Tuesday evening. The wind, just driving home on the freeway, the wind was, oh my God, it was unbelievable. I mean, you know, you're driving in heavy winds and you're in a small car and you can feel like your car being buffeted a little. That was to be expected, but the debris, the amount of stuff flying in front of my car, stuff I don't even know what it was. Fortunately, I didn't run into anything or nothing ran into me, but it was intense how bad the wind was. And all I could think was, just get me home. Just get me home. So I, you know, got home and we already knew that the fire was happening, but it hadn't really expanded or there wasn't any, we thought it was just going to be more contained to wherever it was at the time. And then on Wednesday morning, my friends got they left, they evacuated, and their neighbor who has the friend that's in the property management, she actually was able to sneak past one of the police. She found her way into the neighborhood basically and saw the state of her home and my friend's mom and dad's home. And they were both burned. They were both just chimneys is all that's left standing. She was not able in that moment to get across Sunset Boulevard, north of Sunset. My friend's parents live south of Sunset, and they live in a home north of Sunset, about maybe a mile across. One of them, if you look it up, they were living in the alphabet streets in the Palisades, and her mom and dad were closer to the Bluffs. But anyhow, we still don't have complete confirmation whether or not you know, the state of my friend's home, but we don't hold out much hope. I mean, you do see footage of tornadoes where entire neighborhoods are decimated and one house stands. you know, which may end up being the case. But this fire was so completely relentless, and the winds, and, you know, even if their home is not completely destroyed, they're still going to have smoke damage. They're going to have, you know, it's going to be bad. They're going to need to rebuild too, unless, you know, unless a miracle. Sorry, let me just do this. Hold on. I'm sure you don't want to see me dig at my eye. Anyhow, so I haven't really gone. On Wednesday was the first day of the second day of the fires. I already was planning on taking Wednesday off anyway as my day off this week, so I didn't work on Wednesday. And then yesterday was Thursday, and I just really didn't want to be out and about because the winds were still, the winds were less high, but I just needed a day to process all of the images I was seeing on the news. And I mean, large sections of my city are on fire, and just, it's going to be weird driving around and like seeing it all. If you want, I will do some filming of that. You know, my other concern is for my own, you know, financial livelihood, because it's just going to be slow. A lot of people aren't coming to town like they used to. A lot of events have been canceled. I don't know if people are going to be moving around very much, so I have to, I do need to get out. It's almost noon. I need to go today. I need to go to work today. So I thought I would throw on a little paint, because I haven't done that since Monday. Oh, my boyfriend is texting me. I'll get you back in a minute, baby. But anyhow, I just, I don't want to just sit in my apartment anymore. I need to go out. I need to leave my apartment and, you know, get in the car and just drive around and see things. I feel like I have to, you know. I don't really want to, but I have to, because it's my home. It's my hometown. To give you an idea of the square footage, the square mileage of, that's just that the Palisades is, if you could go get a map and look at Sunset Boulevard, find Sunset Boulevard anywhere, whether it's in Hollywood, downtown, whatever, and follow Sunset Boulevard west. Follow it west all the way until you get to the ocean, okay? And then adjacent to Sunset, maybe about this far, like an inch, when you're looking at a map, you'll see Highland Drive, about a mile in. And there's some big sweeping curves. Sunset Boulevard is a very curvy street because it has to follow along the mountains. And the mountains are not a straight line ever. So Sunset is very curvy in the Palisades until you get towards downtown Palisades. But anyway, look for Palisade, look for, I said Highland, look for Palisades Drive about a mile in, and follow Palisades Drive all the way up to the top, and you'll see this other area. That's where the fire started, was in Palisades Drive. And everything on Palisades Drive going down to Sunset Boulevard is burned. Sunset Boulevard, starting from the water all the way across to, let's just say Temescal Canyon, which is probably a 2 or 3 mile drive, that is all burned. And then if you look at the whole neighborhood just north of Sunset, all of those streets, the alphabet streets where my friends live, that whole entire neighborhood, all of those streets are gone. And then south of Sunset Boulevard, between Sunset and where the land ends, all of that is also gone. Cinders. Every house, all of the businesses, the shopping markets, that whole community, it's gone. And then there are portions of Brentwood, like across Sunset, further west. I don't know the extent of the damage in that, like further west across. I don't know where the fire ends. I don't even know if it's out yet. I don't think it's even out yet. And then if you follow, if you look at the top of Palisades Drive, that whole area, if you go north of there, you get a mountainous area, but north of there is where Woodland Hills and Calabasas are, and there's fire up there too. West Hills is on fire now. And I mean, just And then you've got the whole Altadena and Pasadena area, which I'm not as familiar with, but there's just so much. Anyway, I am looking forward to getting out of my house, but I don't know if I can handle what I'm going to see. Because I've known my friends and her mom and dad since I was 20, I guess. And I'm 63 now, so that's a long time that I've known these people. And that's how long I've been going to the Palisades all the time. I'm just going there, at least once a month just to hang with them sometimes. And then, I go there all the time for work because people live there and I drive around there to pick people up. And there's my go-to if I need a pit stop. There's a Starbucks that I go to. And where's my little mirror? There it is. Anyway, I'm hesitant to even put on mascara right now because it's probably just going to wash off. But I at least want to do this because when I wear makeup, I actually feel better. I don't know if that happens with any of you guys too, but putting on makeup, I actually just feel better. It makes me feel better about life and about myself. And I haven't done this since Tuesday. So I'm just doing a little. But anyway, I live miles away from, that area, from the Palisades or from any area that's burning. If you look at a map, there's Santa Monica, and then east of Santa Monica is just West LA proper. And then you'll see in the freeways, the 405, Interstate 405. Well, 405 is really not an interstate because it's only in Los Angeles. It's basically, the 405 freeway is a loop of Interstate 5 because it starts up in Sylmar and then it loops across. It comes down to the west side, whereas Interstate 5 goes inland more. And then the 405 hooks up again with Interstate 5 down in Orange County. So it's not like the 405 is an interstate freeway. And anyway, I live near the 405 and the 10 interchange, basically. That's my neighborhood right there. So I'm on the west side, and my apartment is probably 7 or 8 miles away from where my friends were. And I just really, my heart goes out to them. I was looking in my phone for photos that I have of their homes, and I know I have them in there, but when you're scrolling and looking for something, you don't, did I get that on my hair? I sure did. I'll get you in a minute. Anyway, I know that I have photos of their homes, and I've been scrolling, and then sometimes you just forget. You overlook a thing and you've already seen it 4 times, and then you look again and it's still not there. And so I was hoping to get a photo and put it on my wall. And I'm sure I'll find it later, but it's just taking longer than I wanted it to. So anyway, this is my week. And I woke up this morning in my own bed, and my first thoughts went to my friends, and it's like, well, they're not going to do that ever again. They're not going to wake up in their own bed ever again. Their kitchen, their everything that they knew is gone. It's all over. And my in that exact moment this morning when it really hit me, I hugged my pillow and just said, thank you. Because I have a bed and I have a pillow and I have an apartment. I have my things around me, and they don't. When I talked to my friends yesterday, they were in the car and they were leaving a Ross store to buy some clothes because they don't really have any clothes. They just left with what they had. And grabbed a few important documents and whatnot, and whatever they have. This is going to sound silly. You're 63 years old, but the stuffed animals, I had to get those because they don't have any pets. But, you know, they left with some other, you know, a few other things, but that's pretty much it. And, you know, I got my stuff. I have everything in my apartment. I have my things around me, and I'm grateful for what I have. And I usually feel that anyway. I mean, my first 5 minutes of every day, you know, my feet work. My feet are attached to legs that work. I can walk. I can make my way to my bathroom. And when I get there, everything works. You know, I have indoor plumbing, and I have hot water, and my shower works, and I have food in my refrigerator. And that's how I start pretty much every day. Where is my brush? Well, all right, I'll use my other brush. So, I mean, I'm always feeling the gratitude, and, you know, all day long, if somebody lets me in on the freeway or I'm driving around, and, you know, I always wave and I thank the people for letting me in, and I just do the little things, and, you know, I'm always that way. But right now, even more than ever, I just feel... I don't want to say guilt. I don't feel guilty because there's no guilt here, but I don't know. I'm rambling. I'll shut up now. Yeah, these are the people that know me best and love me the most, except for my boyfriend. He might love me a little more, but yeah, just trying to wrap my brain around everything, and it's just hard. It's really hard. I mean, there's a difference between having what you want and wanting what you have. And, you know, sometimes I think maybe it would be nice to have a bigger apartment or a better car or, you know, all these other things. And it's like, you know what? I want what I have. I'm grateful that I have what I have. And just find the people that you love and hug them all. And tell them every day what they mean to you, because things can change in a heartbeat, and in a minute, and it's never going to be the same. Their lives are never going to be the same. And my town, LA, is never going to be the same after this either. I've been like seeing a lot of people being interviewed, just random people in different neighborhoods and in places. And, you know, one man that was in the Altadena area said that the soul has been burned out of our town through this. And I think he's right. It's going to be different now. And I'm not sure what that's going to look like, or, you know, how I'm going to deal. But I have to go out. I have to do it. So I'm going to... And I really don't want to bring you guys down. But I want to also be honest and, you know, talk about stuff that isn't always happy, and this is definitely not a happy time right here. Anyway, I think I'm done. I'll put the stuff I'm wearing in the description, but yeah, just, you know, keep Ellie in your prayers, because not everybody that lives in the Palisades is rich and famous or wealthy and, you know, has everything. There's apartments and condos and, you know, just average, ordinary people that happen to live in this extraordinary place and that are going through this extraordinary thing. So everybody Thanks for everybody checking in with me, and I will catch you later.